What's going on, guys? Dig here, ready to teach you how to do the descent Easter egg, and yes, you can do it solo. Now, as soon as you spawn in, if you go forward, you'll find the first generator. Turn that on and go to the backside. You're gonna find quick revive for yourself. Go ahead and end the round, and then you're gonna buy the door on the left side of spawn, not the right side, and drop down the hole. And once you make it down the hole, you're gonna run across the hallway, and then take a left, and then run down the hallway once again, and turn on this generator. Once you turn on this generator, if you turn around, go back up the stairs to your left side will be stockpile. Perk will be turned on. Now you're gonna save up enough points to buy the weapon to the right side of stockpile. Now, once you buy the weapon, I'm assuming that you're doing this already, but you need to make sure that you're shooting the zombies a few times and meleeing them so you can capitalize on many points as possible. This Easter egg can be very taxing and very long, and you're going to be in the late rounds of 20 and 30s when you complete this Easter egg, so you need to try to get as much done as possible and being really strict and saving up as much points as you possibly can, and it's going to help you finish this Easter egg. Also, another tip I want to give you, if you want to get back up to spawn, to the left side of where you dropped down from, there's an elevator that you can purchase for free, and it'll take you back up to spawn, just in case if you need to get quick revive again, or you need to get back up there. Now, either on round 3 or round 4, you should have enough points to save one zombie for the round, and you're going to buy the door to the right side of the generator. You're going to make your way down towards the Galleria, and Pack-a-Punch is going to be located to your right side. You're going to go up the stairs, and once you make up the top of the stairs, you're going to take a left and go down the hallway and turn on this generator. Once you turn on this generator, turning around is going to be your exosuit. Go ahead and grab your exosuit. Now go back to the generator and take the stairs up to the left side and buy this door. Go down the hallway, and once you get to the spiral staircase, there are going to be 3 valves that you're going to shoot to turn on a light right above it. The valves are going to be located one right here, and then one right there. They're going to be located going up the spiral staircase. What you're going to do is you're going to tap your trigger on the valve to spin it, and you're going to eventually light up the light. It's going to roughly take around 2 clips to light up one light, if you're pretty accurate. If you ever run out of ammo, if you have enough points, you can go back to the weapon to buy ammo. Also, if you're on the dog round, you can pick up the max ammo to finish this step. And once the third valve is turned and you got the light turned on, you're going to go to the halfway point of the spiral staircase and find this door open. Go ahead and interact with the computer console that's in the center, and then she's going to talk to you. Once she's done talking to you, you're going to interact with it once again, and then she's going to say access denied. That is what you want to hear. Now make your way to the bottom of the spiral staircase, and you're going to find a generator right here. Turn it on. If you make your way all the way to the top of the spiral staircase outside to the right side, you'll find Juggernaut. Now that you got your exosuit and you have the ability to go outside, I need to make this apparent. You could fall off the map and die. It does not matter if you have quick revive or anything. If you fall into the water, you will completely die. So keep that in mind. I literally lost a run because of this. It is so obnoxious. So keep that in mind. Do not fall off the map. Now for the next step of the Easter egg, you're going to go past your exosuits, drop down the ledge to the left side, go up these stairs, and immediately by this door to your left, you're going to turn on this generator. Turn on the generator, turn to your right, go straight forward, go into the lounge, and you'll find this door right here. You're going to have to depressurize it now. You're going to hold down your interact button to slowly depressurize it. You do not have to end the round. You can do this in one round. No extra zombies will spawn in. Just keep the zombie away, depressurize it. And once you depressurize it, if you go to the room to your left side, you're going to find a Pack-a-Punch location. And then if you turn around, go up the stairs to your left, you'll find another generator. This will turn on the Exo Soldier perk on the opposite side in front of Pack-a-Punch. Now going past that generator that you just turned on, you'll find these teleport grenades to your left side. You could either buy these now if you want or not. It doesn't matter. If you want to use them to get out of a jam, they're very helpful to teleport you away from a horde. And for the next step of the Easter egg, you're going to have to wait for a Goliath suit to spawn in. It roughly spawns in around 8, 9, or 10. And once it spawns in, you're ready to do the next step. But in the meantime, I highly recommend buying your perks, and I highly recommend hitting the box as well, because you're going to need a powerful weapon for another step of the Easter egg once you're done with the Goliath step. Now, if you're looking for the box, it's going to be located in the reception area to the right side of spawn over here down this hallway, jumping up top of the waterfall to your left side. This is always going to be the very first location that it's going to spawn in every game that you play. Now, if you're looking for it, once you get a teddy bear, you can drop off the ledge to the left side and find this mini map, and it's going to tell you the location of the box. In addition, if this is your first time playing this map, you could pause your game to get a mini map of the map as well to learn the layout. This doesn't show you where the box is located, but it helps you get a layout of the map as well. Now, another thing too as well, if you buy the door to the top of the spawn to the right side and you drop down, there'll be an elevator to the left that will take you up to spawn as well. So there's 2 different elevators that you can use to get back up to spawn as well to help you out to make it a little bit easier to get back to spawn. Now, before round 8, I highly recommend going past the stockpile perk and buying this door over here to the left side. This allows you to get access into the spa, which is where the cure pad is going to be located when an infection round comes around. It's going to be around 8 when they spawn in. Also, the contact grenades are in here as well against the wall right there if you want to purchase those. Also, by round 5 or 6, you're going to be teleported into a boss arena area. Don't worry, you don't have to do anything special just yet. It's just to foreshadow a boss fight that's going to come roughly around 15 and 20. Now, like I stated earlier, you're going to want to be hitting the box for a powerful weapon for a drone step that happens later on after the Goliath step, and you're going to be looking for these 6 specific weapons. If you can get one of these, then you're going to be set for the drone step. First one is going to be any type of LMG. Second one is going to be the Trident, which is the wonder weapon of the map. The third one is going to be the M1 Irons, which is going to be the dual wheel pistols. Your fourth option is going to be the blunderbuss. Your fifth option is going to be the Sail 3 cauterizer. And your sixth and final weapon is going to be the Ohm, and it's going to look like this LMG one that can be turned into a shotgun when you click the 3 button if you're on PC. Now by round 8, the Goliath suit is going to spawn in. Go ahead and interact and hop inside of it. Go into the room that we depressurize pressurize the door and go enter the door. Once you're inside the door, go outside of the water and make sure you do not hold down space to not destroy your Goliath suit. If you destroy your Goliath suit while you're in the water, you will die completely and you're gonna have to restart this Easter egg. In addition, if your health is lower than 50%, do not do this step, because if your Goliath suit does deteriorate in the water and it breaks, you're gonna die and you're gonna have to restart this entire Easter egg once again. But once you make your way to the halfway point of the pathway that you're following, you're gonna melee the zombie out of your way, make your way to this valve, interact with it to turn the light blue, and then go back the pathway that you came from, go back into the airlock, and then go ahead and go back inside the map. And now you're ready for the next step of the Easter egg. Now for the next step of the Easter egg, it's gonna be the drone step. You're gonna have to destroy 5 drones within a time period and within the same round. So I highly recommend getting your weapon that you got out of the box earlier, and I highly recommend grabbing Spicola before you start this step. Now, only 1 drone will spawn at a time, and it's completely random where it spawns. It will not spawn outside up top in the surface area, so keep that in mind. But I'm gonna show you the pathway that I take every single time I do this step to make it easier for you to complete this step. In addition, this is what the drones look like. If it has a power up inside of it, it is not part of the Easter egg step, so do not worry about it. Just continue looking for the actual drones. They will not have a power up inside of them to indicate that's the one you're looking for. So starting at the starting point for our loop, we're going to start where the box is, and we're going to look at the bottom of the stairs where that map I showed you earlier. Then we're going to make our way into the reception area, look for around here, and then we're going to go back through the spawn tunnel, and then we're going to go make our way inside the spa area. If it's not in the spa, you're going to exit out the spa, look to your right, make sure it's not over there. Then go through the hallway to your left, go inside the Galleria, go to the top where the exosuits are. In front of the generator is a location. Going past the generator up the stairs to the left is a location. I've never seen it personally down the hallway where the spiral staircase is, where you can check that area, but I've never seen it down that way. Then you're going to turn around, make your way past the exosuits, drop down, look around that corner, and then go up the stairs into the lounge area. And then you're going to take your left, go through here. You're going to look to your left right there is a location. Go through the lounge and then make your way over here where the extra soldier is. Go past the extra soldier, go up the stairs. To your left is another location. And then you're going to go straight forward, go down the hallway to your left to go past Spicola. And then you're going to make your way back into the box area, see if it's around here, and then do the loop all over again. You should be able to find your drone. Once you find your drone, destroy it, and then continue with the loop. One thing I want you to keep in mind, the main goal for this drone is to get to the surface and then leave. If it does that, you will fail this step, and if you end the round while you're doing this step, you will fail it again. If you fail it, all you have to do is end the round and then do it on the next round. One thing that you need to be careful, if it spawns near spawn, the tunnel that you drop down from, it can leave the area pretty quickly, so you need to attack it right away and take the elevator and get ready to spawn camp it as it comes up the tunnel. You need to take this one out immediately, as fast as possible, because this one, it fails very, very easily because it's so close to the surface. And once you take out your 5th drone and you get a challenge success in the bottom left corner and it turns green, you are ready for the next step. Now, if you make your way past the exosuits to the right side, when dropping down, you'll find this panel has broken apart. You're going to find 2 generators inside of them that you're going to have to charge up. There's a small triangle arrow that you'll see on one of the containers that you need to bring it up to 100%, and that is when you'll know it's fully charged. Now, the way that you charge these generators is you're going to have to get an EMP zombie, either a dog or a zombie, and you're going to have to let them hit you in front of the generator. Once they hit you, they will die out and charge up the battery just a little bit. To fill up the batteries completely, you're going to need exactly 15 EMP zombies in total. The best strategy that I found for this step is to go into the spa and take out every regular zombie that you possibly can and keep every EMP zombie alive, and then bring them to the batteries at the end of the round to make it a lot easier. Also, in addition, you can grab the Goliath suit and just sit at the batteries as well and take out the regular zombies and let the EMP zombies hit you that way too. Just those 2 tips will allow you to complete this step with ease. If you are struggling with this step, just be patient. It is one of the hardest steps in this entire Easter egg. It may seem easy, but it gets very obnoxious very fast. Just take your time, be patient with it, and then you'll eventually get it done. Now, while you're doing this step, you're most likely going to get past round 13 and past round 20, and there's going to be 2 different boss fights that are going to happen, and I'll quickly run through those boss fights so you could complete them with ease. It is not part of the main quest Easter egg, it's just part of the storyline of this map. So once you do complete those boss fights, you're not done with the Easter egg, they're just part of the storyline of the map. And once you get teleported to the boss arena, you're going to find Oz in one of these glass containers. You're going to wait for it to open up, and you're going to take him out. After the explosion, he's going to get teleported to one of the other locations, and then you're going to have to wait it out from him attacking you. A few attacks that he can do is going to be a laser grid, which is going to EMP you if you touch the lasers and also do a little bit of damage. The next attack is going to be a turn. It's going to spawn in. You can shoot it to destroy it. His 3rd attack is going to be electrifying half of the arena. Just make sure you're not on the ground where he is electrifying it. Try to get to a high place or be on the opposite side where he's not electrifying it. And then the 4th attack is he's going to turn on some gas, so you don't want to go inside if you don't want to get infected. But every single time you take him out for the glass bubble, he'll teleport to the next one, and you're just going to have to wait out the time and then take him out of that glass bubble. Once you take him out of the 4th bubble, what's going to happen is a credit pod is going to spawn in. You're going to want to quickly grab it because the next one's going to spawn in once again. And you're going to keep on running around trying to collect these to get as much points as you can before you're teleported back out of this arena. Now, the next boss battle is going to start at round 20. It's pretty easy and simple. All you got to do is on the outer edge of the arena, you're going to find 4 generators. You're going to turn them on individually, and once you turn on all 4 generators leading the cable into the center, you're going to wait for the big boss to spawn in. You're going to lead him to the center and activate the trap, and then it's going to de-infect him. Once he's de-infected, you just dump as much damage into him as possible. You're only going to get about a quarter of his health down, and then you're going to rinse and repeat, running around in circles, turning on the generators, wait till he spawns in, get him to the center, and then shoot him again and get his health low, and then go ahead and turn on the generators once again, get his health low, and then take him out. Once you do this enough time and you take him out, then you have completed this boss fight, and we can get back to the Easter egg. Just keep in mind, once you take out the boss, the credit pod will spawn in, so quickly try to collect as many as you can so you can get as much points as possible. Now, going back to the Easter egg, once you fill up the generators with the EMP zombies, you're going to want to buy contact grenades, and you're going to want to buy the perk Exo Soldier. You're going to want to make your way into the spa room, and you're going to get on top of the little hut. You're going to sit here in the center, and you're going to spam grenades on the ground on the next round, because the next round is going to be Infinite Grenades Challenge. And once you complete the round with the grenade only challenge, you're on to the next step of the Easter egg. Now make your way to the top of the spawn and to the left side of the door that we bought in the very beginning. You're going to find a parkour challenge. There's going to be 9 different parkour challenges that you're going to have to do, and just listen very closely because I'm going to explain how to do each individual one. This step is going to be very annoying. Also, if you fall into the water, you're going to be perfectly fine. It's going to shoot you back onto the platform. Just do not fall into any other parts of the water. As long as it's near the parkour pads, you'll be fine. Also, for the love of God, do not try to do this mid-round. Save a zombie and do it when you have 1 zombie for the round. Now, starting off with the first challenge, all you're going to do is do a regular boost jump to the second pad. All you have to do also is just touch that circle. You don't have to stand on the pad. As long as you touch that circle, you'll complete the challenge as well. Now, for the second challenge, it's pretty easy as well. You're just going to boost jump to the second pad, and then you're going to boost jump to the third pad. Very easy and simple. Now, this third challenge is going to really want to pull your hair out for this one. What you're going to want to do is you're going to slide, and right before you get to the edge, you're going to do a regular jump off the platform, and right before you hit the water, you're going to boost jump, and then you're going to dash forward twice to get to this platform. If you boost jump right off the platform right away, you're going to have to restart and do it again. Now, for the fourth challenge, all you got to do is you got to jump on the first platform, jump to the right side, do a boost jump in the air, and then dash forward onto the platform. Very simple and easy. And for the fifth parkour challenge, it's really easy as well. All you got to do is jump from one pad to the next, doing one single boost jump to get to the very top. Now, for the sixth challenge, it can be a little tedious, so just listen closely. All you're going to do is jump on the small square, line yourself up to the edge of the square, and then you're going to jump a little bit backwards, not super far, and then you're going to boost up and then move forward onto the next square. You're going to do this 3 times, and then you'll eventually get to the very top, to the big square, and then you're going to run and jump off the edge, boost jumping, and then dashing onto the small platform. Also, I highly recommend if you're playing on mouse and keyboard to switch to controller, because it makes this step a lot easier for this challenge if you have a controller. Now, the seventh challenge is going to be similar to the third challenge, where you're going to have the slide, regular jump off the platform, boost in the air, and dash forward twice, but this time you're going to have to thread the needle between the 2 giant walls. Now, for the 8th challenge, it's pretty easy. All you got to do is land on top of the side of the walls and just keep on jumping on top until you get to the very end. Very easy and simple to do. Now, for the 9th challenge is a little bit tricky. All you got to do is get to your first square, and what you're going to do is you're going to side jump off the edge, regular jump, not boost, and then you're going to boost once you get a little bit further to the edge, and then you're going to dash forward to get onto the platform. Just note that on the third one, you can just do a regular jump up to it. And then once you get to the 4th square, you can just do a regular jump as well. And once you finish the 9th and final parkour challenge, what you're going to want to do is going to want to pack a bunch of your strongest weapon as many times as you possibly can, but making sure that you have a roughly around 1,500 to 2 grand left, because you're going to need a couple points for the next challenge. In addition, before you end the round, I highly recommend grabbing the Sentinel Reinforcement Pod, and I highly recommend grabbing the Advanced Repulsion Turret Pod as well. Now make your way into the spa room, and you're going to go on top of this bar, and then you're going to place down your EMP Repulsion Turret, and then you're going to activate your Sentinels. You're going to end the round, and then what this next challenge is a move challenge. Basically, if you have points, you're able to move. If you run out of points, you're not able to move. The game will not allow you to be able to move. Every time you move an inch, you lose points. So the whole point of this challenge is to stand still and not move. That's why you got the Sentinels and the turret to protect you from the zombies. And yes, you can use other score streaks if you want. These are just little suggestions that I have for you to do this challenge with ease. Now, once that round ends, you're going to go into the reception area, and to the right side, you'll find 4 monitors. You're going to interact with the one that is flashing, and you're going to start doing a Simon Said sequence. If you're finding this step hard, go ahead and write down the colors in the order that they flash on the screen to make it a little bit easier. I also highly recommend doing this on a dog round, since it's easier to dodge the dog while you're doing the Simon Says. So much easier than with a regular zombie as well. And once you complete the Simon Says step, you're going to end the round, and on the next round is going to be a friendly fire challenge. There's going to be 4 bots that are going to spawn in, and you're going to have to either kill them off or just let them survive for the entire round, and when you complete the round, they'll die off. But I'll show you cool tips and tricks that you can do to kill them off if you want to do that as as well. So take out all the zombies first, avoid them as much as possible because they do a lot of damage to you. And then once you get to the end of the round, go to where Juggernaut is and go to the top of the spiral staircase, and you're going to hug this quarter. The AI bots have a hard time climbing up the spiral staircase, and you can just take them out while they're trying to jump up to the spiral staircase. Once you take them out, you're ready for the next step of the Easter egg. But there's one thing I want you to keep in mind when you are doing this step of the Easter egg is if you're playing with more than one player, friendly fire is turned on, and the whole point of this step is to not take each other out. So keep away from each other and finish this round out without taking each other out. Now for the next round, you're going to want to grab the slam perk because you're going to need it for this step of the Easter egg. What you're going to do now is you're going to go into the small room that we opened up earlier with the spiral staircase, and you're going to see this number board. You're going to go ahead and write those numbers down, and then from left to right, I'm going to tell you what each number means. The first number is going to indicate how many slam damages you have done to the zombies. The second number is going to indicate how many jumps you've done in the game. The third number is going to indicate how many equipment buys you have done. And the fourth and final number is going to indicate how many eliminations you have gotten in the game. So your main goal, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to match your bottom numbers with your top numbers by doing those interactions in the game. For example, for the first number, it's going to be 2 slams. Each slam damage that you do to one zombie counts as one number. So if you slam 2 zombies, it's going to count as 2. So what I like to do is get one zombie away from the horde and do my slams that I need to do necessary to it, and then not do it anymore. The second one that I highly recommend doing next is your equipment buys. You're going to go up to the contact grenades and you're going to purchase them as many times as you need for your number to match. Now for the third number that I would work on is your jumps. Now get the round down to about 10 zombies left of the round, and you're going to finish your jumps, and then you're going to only have kills left. Now once you have all 3 numbers matching and you only have kills left, once you reach that number for the amount of kills you need, it will automatically complete itself. You don't have to get the exact number for a certain amount of time or interact with anything. It will automatically complete itself. One big tip I need you to keep in mind though, if you're playing with multiple players, every interaction that they do as well in the game will count towards the board. So you guys need to collectively talk to each other and make sure you guys aren't doing things that the numbers are already matching on the board, so you guys don't go past the number and it resets. Now once you match the numbers and the board completely disappears, you're going to end the round. On the next round, you guys are going to be all given a rocket launcher. You're going to go up to spawn, and you're going to be jumping across from one side of the building to the other, making sure you're taking out every EMP zombie that you see so you can complete this challenge with ease. What's going to happen is you got an unlimited rocket launcher. You can damage yourself with the rocket launcher also, I want you to keep in mind, and you can fall off the map, so keep that in mind as well. But you're just going to keep on jumping from one building to the next to avoid the zombies. Once you finish the round with the rocket launcher challenge, you're ready for the final step of the Easter egg. Go ahead and grab a Goliath suit if one's available, or grab as many score streaks as you possibly can. Go back to the computer that you interact with the very first step of the Easter egg. Once you interact with it, you're going to be put into a lockdown. All you have to do now is survive the lockdown. It is not that hard of a lockdown too as well. Once you complete this lockdown, you have completed the main quest Easter egg for the Descent map on Advanced Warfare. I hope you guys enjoy the guides. Stay tuned for my guides coming out in BO7. And other than that, I love you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.